So after a couple days of snowstorming, I finally get to go fly. This is our first day of nice weather, and man, it is just gorgeous. After the flight it was 28 degrees, so it was probably a little bit colder at the time I flew this, but just look how beautiful it is. There's just nothing about what things look like after a storm. So do a little full circle. So I love flying down to my brother's house whenever I can and circling and just pestering him because he does the same to me. So the only bummer thing is, after doing 4 or 5 circles around his house, I call him after this flight and they weren't even home. They were gone for the weekend. So I guess better luck next time. So now it's time to go visit the trees and mountains across the freeway. I do almost all my flying, especially in the wintertime, from inside my house at my dining room table. I'm able to look straight out the slider window or slider door to all this country out here to the east of my house. It's pretty nice being all warm and having my coffee right next to me, remote sitting flat on the table. Yeah, it's just a pretty nice way to fly. And of all my FPV drones, the 3.0 or Oculus 3.0 that's in this DJI drone is just absolutely fantastic. Just great transmission. Even this is, of course, the onboard video 4K. But even in the goggles, you know, there's a little bit of blurring every now and then on the sides, whatever that focus blur is or whatever. But other than that, yeah, it's absolutely amazing. So coming up here pretty soon, I just catch in my peripheral that car coming down the freeway. So I slow down to let him catch up, and then I just bang it here. I think I seen about 86 miles an hour as I pass him. And this freeway is 65 miles an hour, and they come down this hill anywhere from 70 to 80 miles an hour. So it just kind of shows how fast this DJI drone is. It is really incredibly fast. So right about here, an interesting thing happens. It alerts me that due to low battery that it's going to return to home in 10 seconds. So after a couple seconds, I just decided to go ahead and do this dive and head back home. And weirdly enough, it never went into return to home. I just went ahead and pointed it towards the house, and I don't know if this was a glitch or if it knew that I was headed back home, so it didn't bother to actually but you'll see here in a couple seconds, as I get close to the freeway, it significantly slows my speed down to conserve battery. Right as I hit the freeway, I've got about 20% battery. By the time I get over the freeway, I've got probably around 14% battery, and then you see me kind of go into that I'll go into a dive here just to get home as quickly as I can, and I put it into normal mode, and I land with 10% battery left as I stop the motors. Awesome flight.